All right, guys, we are back at the desktop again. Let's take a look this time at Office 365. Go Green Construction has invested heavily in Office 365. It's how we do all of our email and everything. If you open up a web browser, could be Edge, could be Chrome, Firefox, anything you want. If you have one of the tablets that we created for you, you have the OneDrive, Word Online. These are Office 365. You can click any of them and it will take you to Office 365. Otherwise, just enter portal.office.com and it will take you to the Office 365 login. You will enter your email address. It will look like this. And your email password to log into Office 365. Once you get logged in, this is Microsoft's cloud application portal. So you'll see something similar to this. You'll see mail, calendar, contacts, people, OneDrive. You'll have a tasks view, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. These are Microsoft Office, except you have them available to you on the web, which is really nice. And we'll show you how to use those. A bunch of stuff over here we don't use, so just ignore that. You can just not pay attention to those. Just use probably your mail, your calendar, Word, Excel. That's probably going to be about enough for you guys. This is what we call the Office 365 Home. If your license allows you, you can install Office 2016 on another machine. Some of you have that, some of you do not. Let's take a look first at the mail and calendar options in Office 365. It's essentially Outlook email. Very powerful Exchange backbone for this. It includes, Outlook, mail, contacts, calendar, tasks, all kinds of fun stuff. Essentially, you guys, we just use the mail. When you open it up, it looks just like Outlook. It would on a PC. It's got everything in here. You can switch over to your calendar. You can switch over to your tasks view. For you project managers, this is really nice. You can actually create a task and assign it to somebody else, which is a very useful tool. All right, that's mail. If you need to compose a new email, you just log in, you say new, click right there, you type it in. It's going to look for the person. And say search the directory. There's Melanie's address. Type it, say send, and you are done, which is kind of nice. All right, that's Outlook. It's very simple, very straightforward. You have a view pane over here. You have your list here. Very easy to use. All right. Let's take a look at OneDrive. This will be the most critical one for you guys, especially those of you out in the field. Now, OneDrive is Microsoft's cloud file storage solution. It's kind of like having your own little server drive up in the cloud, and it works pretty well. When you log into OneDrive, you will see you have your files, anything you've worked on recently, anything somebody has shared with you, and we're going to talk about that in just a couple moments. You'll see some files that you may have, or some folders, and here's some files that you may have down here. Once you get into here, if you decide you need to add a new file, you can add a new file. You can add a Word document, an Excel workbook, a folder. If you want to put a folder in there to either share out with somebody or to just organize your stuff, you can do that. You can upload. We're going to talk about uploading files here in just a minute. This synchronize button, you should not have to worry about. If I've determined that we can synchronize your OneDrive to your local hard drive, we've already done that for you. If not, please don't try to do this unless you talk to me first. OneDrive is a terabyte, and some of you, or most of you, have smaller hard drives than that. So we'll be very careful about using that. Give me a call if you think you want to synchronize it to your local computer. All right, let's take a look at how do we edit or look up a file. So you can see we have some Excel spreadsheets. We've got some images here. Let's take a look at this Word document called Our Team. And all we're going to do is we're going to click on it, and that will automatically switch over to Word Online. And it's in accessibility mode, which basically means we can read it. If we want to edit this document, and we do, we're just going to click Edit Document in Browser. We do not want to edit in Word. We don't have that installed. We want to edit in the browser. We click there. It's going to switch over to Word Online. And we are then going to edit our document. We're just going to change this from Our Team to Green Team. Okay. And look here. It says it's saving. And then it's going to come back and say it's saved. Once it is saved, we're done. We don't have to go to File, Save, do that, or anything else. It's just done. And we don't have to worry about it at all. It's saved. We can close it, and if we reopen this file, we will see that our changes have been made. We don't have to touch it. It's very, very easy. If we want to undo that, and we've forgotten all the changes that we've made, what's really neat is that Office 365 and OneDrive has versioning. So if, let's say, you're working on this document with a bunch of people, or several people have edited it, and you want to go back to Thursday's version, I guess, you could go and click on it with our little checkbox right here. Go to this three little dots, the other things you can do, and say version history. Once you go here, you can see this document's been edited a few times. So we're going to go back to the original version, this one back on the 27th. So we're going to click this little down arrow right here. We're going to say restore. This will restore that version to the current version. Right there it is. And then we could theoretically get rid of all the other versions. We're not going to do that. But now it's been restored back to the original version. If we take a look, it goes back to being our team. Makes it a very easy way to revert these things back to their original format. All right, that's editing a document. And by the way, it works the same with Excel. It works the same with PowerPoint presentations. It's all the same. You just open it, look at it, edit it, close it up, and it's done. So let's take a look at how do we upload a file. I had a conversation with David Martini on the phone the other day, and he said, hey, how do I upload these things to OneDrive? So we're going to show you this right now. So you have two ways you can do this, okay? You have a module here that just says upload. So you can say click. We're going to upload a file, and we're going to select a file or two that we want to upload. We'll say we want to upload those two files to our main folder out here, and we'll just say open. And it will say right here, uploading one item. And one item wasn't uploaded. Well, that's not good. It's uploaded one. There's the other one right there it's trying to do. And that's how you upload images to your OneDrive. Let's say that somebody has shared a folder with you, and you want to upload it to that shared folder. I know some of the project managers want to implement this. So you go to this shared with me. Anything somebody else has shared with you, then it will be here. So here's a folder that is on Carrie's OneDrive that she has shared with me. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to upload a bunch of pictures to this folder. This is the alternative way to do it. I can either go here and say upload files, or there's another way to do it. I can go to my File Explorer, find the pictures that I want to use, select them, and just drag them into the window, drop it, and you can see it's uploading those 4 pictures, and there they are. That's as easy as it gets as far as uploading those files. So you can do it one of two ways. You can select to upload a file or folder, or you can just open up something, drag it into the window, and it uploads. Now, back to that sharing thing. What's interesting about OneDrive is you can share files and folders with other people. When you log into OneDrive, if you go to the Shared With Me, you're going to see this Superintendent Forms folder that I have created and shared with all of the superintendents. In here, you will see the forms that we were not able to create on our company webpage. Just because, like, the expense report is multiples, and we have the safety sign-in sheet, stuff that has to be autographed. Okay, so here's how you can use these files. You can go in here and create copies of them in your local hard drive or your local OneDrive so that you can use them. But one word of caution, because you have the ability to edit these, it means that if you edit one, it will edit it for everybody, and somebody else might have to clean up your stuff. Please don't do that. Select it, create a copy. You know, you can move it, or you can create a copy to your OneDrive, and then you can put it in the folder that you want. So please don't edit these from this folder. Please create a copy right here, copy to your OneDrive, and put it in a folder for you to use. Then you can have it. You may want to go ahead and do these all, and then once you open them up and edit them, then you can determine how it is that you want to use them. But once again, please remember, you want to edit in the browser. You do not have Excel on your machines unless you're back at the office. edit in browser, then you can just save it back and it will be perfect for you. That is about it, I think. That's all the things we wanted to cover for you. Yeah, that's about it. Give me a call if you need any assistance with these things. OneDrive can be a little hard to understand sometimes. Hopefully I've made it simple and easy to use for you. Those of you on the tablets that are just using this in the cloud, it'll be a lot easier for you to understand than the folks who are trying to synchronize this to their desktop and the folder is this, but it's really in the cloud, yada, yada, yada. So, like I said, give me a call if you need anything. Otherwise, you have a good one.